Another day and another urgent state of the world update. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. This video is being filmed on 17 April 2025. We have a number of very important articles and changes and ever developing stories to get to in the news today. I just want to briefly remind you guys, hit the like button, comment down below your thoughts on the stories covered today, and the structure of these videos go story and my thoughts on the story, and then we'll just go through them in sequential order of importance that I feel need to be brought to your attention. Like the video. If you enjoy these videos, let me know in the comments. Simply just comment, we want more state of the world update videos, and I will provide said videos. Let's get into it. Okay, we have a multiple mass shooter at Florida State University. Now, as of the time of filming this video, we have 2 to 4 casualties, that is killed, okay? And approximately 2 to 4 more wounded. Now, this story is still developing, and it occurred at Florida State University. The biggest thing and the biggest part of this story that I want to bring up to your attention is 2 different things. One, allegedly, the shooter used his mother, who is a sheriff deputy's service weapon. That's a problem. We've all heard the stories of, or the reason why you should keep your weapon locked in a safe, away from children, or in this case, people with a potential mental illness. Because if you conduct a mass shooting, you are most certainly not loved by society and you have a mental illness. So, just a friendly reminder, as the story is still developing, make sure whenever you're not using your firearms, guys, that you have them in a safe and locked up. If for whatever reason you don't own a safe, take out the barrel of the gun, okay? Or take the slide off the lower and make sure that gun is inoperable and will not be able to be utilized by anyone if you're in a situation where you can't lock the gun up for whatever crazy scenario. The most important thing that sticks out from this story to me is that people were on social media posting videos of casualties that had been shot that were laying on the ground. If you haven't seen those videos, I don't encourage you to see them, but they are just the reality of, I guess, modern day social media and just the situation we are working with. Several people were filmed. It's unfortunate, but they were actively hemorrhaging, and people were walking by them with their coffee in their hands. So this is a problem. This is a societal issue, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Why? Obviously, you need to have a tourniquet on you at all times. You need to have a tourniquet near, in your go bag, in your EDC, and you need to be ready and able to render aid to casualties near you, okay? In a little bit, I'm going to go over the bag gun concept again. So if you're looking forward to the bag gun, the truck gun / bag gun EDC video, we'll post that down below. I will be going over that video here shortly, but just understand that you guys need to be prepared, whether it be with your everyday carry or whatever you have going on. You need to be prepared. You need to be vigilant. All right, let's move on from that unfortunate and very tragic story. If any of the families, I guess, are in our audience, obviously our hearts go out to them. This is just it shouldn't be a part of the discussion in our society, but unfortunately it is. So if you are affected by this, obviously our hearts and prayers go out to you. If you're religious or whatever, we are with you, okay? As much as that may or may not mean to those families. Moving on. Plans to target, plans have been released or uncovered to target gun ownership. This story is still developing, but just understand that allegedly, organizations within the United States government have plans to target gun owners and gun ownership, and furthermore track you. The way that it has been uncovered that gun owners are being tracked and monitored are through likes, comments, shares. I'm not kidding. Through your social media signature, right? Your overall social media cloud or signature. So whatever you do online obviously is being tracked, but just understand that allegedly, there are organizations inside the United States government that have been working on a way to more easily track people that consume, whether it be gun content, training content, whatever, right? So just understand that is something that is that's a story that's still developing, but I wanted to bring the story to your guys' attention, because if you've watched 2 or more, gun tubers and they're in your subscriber count, you're already just like me, and you're going to be being tracked. Even if you're a normal dude that's never committed a crime in your life, just understand that they allegedly, you know, this story is still developing, but as of right now, it has been discovered that your footprint is being monitored. Okay, for why, who knows? But just understand that. Story number 3. Trump sides with the Second Amendment. In a brief statement after the shooting in Florida occurred, President Trump basically said that he ran on the Second Amendment. His constituents support the Second Amendment, and he is here to further support the Second Amendment. So as of right now, no further gun control is in the docket from the Trump administration. So that is good news. So don't hold your breath, I guess, but just understand that President Trump has no intent to push further gun control as of the time of filming this video. All right, this story is rather interesting. Special weapons. So, the Department of Defense, in a statement, has basically announced that they have the ability to transform time and space with special weapons development. Now, operators, infantrymen, you name it, use the phrase time and space as kind of our lingo. However, the way that the Department of Defense talked about a special weapon that can transform time and space using advanced technology. That is a major development. No one knows what it means for sure, but the fact that they are comfortable enough on the world stage basically discussing weapons that are secret that can transform time and space, that is a major development in my opinion. All of this information is unclassified and available for you to go look up the statements from the Department of Defense and from the White House, and you can go look up these statements. But just understand, anytime any government tells you that they have special weapons that you don't know about that can transform time and space, that is something you need to keep on your radar. So, whether it's a bluff or whether it's real, with all the China development going on, just understand that it's something that's out there. Moving on. Chinese war games and poisoning near Taiwan. So this, of course, is always an issue, considering we're in a trade war with China currently. But this, of course, is a major issue because a lot of people believe that these, we'll call it this posturing, these military drills are not necessarily drills. That these drills are rehearsals, military rehearsals, naval and marine rehearsals in preparation for an invasion of Taiwan. So you definitely need to keep China on your radar. You definitely need to keep watching as these stories develop, whether it be in mainstream media or whoever you follow to get your news. You definitely need to keep your eye on the rehearsals, allegedly, that are being conducted in Taiwan or near Taiwan, okay, by the Chinese Navy. That is a major issue, especially if they're using it as pre-gaming and wargaming to invade and land on Taiwan and conduct an aerial naval bombardment of Taiwan, okay? So keep that on your radar. Last story of the night. If you got this far, hit the like button. Comment down below if you enjoy the state of the world updates. I'm sorry to always bring such bad news. I'll try to do more like routine or priority updates, but this is just another urgent video that I feel needed to get brought to your attention. So if you got this far, hit the like button. Consider donating to the Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and it gets you access to our closed Discord server where you can find buddies to train with and to game with. Thank you for doing that. Or you can donate to the ammunition fund that we use to burn down all these guns. Let's get to the last story. Chinese soldiers in Ukraine. Okay. This opens up a whole new can of worms, obviously, but Chinese soldiers being detected in Ukraine is a major problem for NATO and the United States. Obviously, North Korea has already deployed soldiers to Ukraine, Belarus, or to Russia and Ukraine. Belarus and North Korea are supporting Russia, and now with China's direct military involvement and military support on the ground in Ukraine, this brings up bigger issues, right? So, Chinese soldiers in Ukraine, yeah, that's going to be a major problem for NATO moving forward. But we will leave this video here. If you guys enjoyed the content, hit the like button. Comment down below if you want to keep seeing State of the World updates. If you got this far, leave some sort of nuke emoji or fire emoji because the world is on fire right now. Thanks for being here, guys. And until next time, it's going to be Trench Grenade, your average State of the World urgent update video enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home, signing out. Cheers.